welcome to Anne-Marie's Workshop. My name is Anne-Marie, and I like to make things. If you like to make things, or you like to watch people make things, or you just like to watch videos of people making things, then you're in the right place. Please like, subscribe, and share. This is my Fridaysews Creators video, established by Jenny Wessner, and this is a forum for what's going on in your workshop, or what are you up to in your studio, or in your sewing room, or your dining room table, wherever you get to sew. Today I'm wearing Butterick 5362. It's one of my favorite dresses. It is so hot here in Jamaica, but this cotton Ankara, it makes it possible to make it. You can tie it in the front, you can tie it in the back. It's an apron shape, super quick make. Just FYI. I would love to tell you what I've been working on this week. But first, let's deal with the forum topic. How do you store your fabric? This is how I store my fabric. Clear containers, 66 quarts, except for some that are larger, like my knits. And I store them all inside this empty closet space that's in my studio. Everything's nice and plain because I'm about to paint. So for instance, this is cottons and denims, and you can see by looking inside, I usually have them folded up nicer, guys, but you can tell I was rooting around in here looking for something. But I keep all of the like fabric together so that when I'm looking for something, I can find it. My learning style, former teacher, my learning style is visual. So out of sight, out of mind. And it was very, very frustrating to me. This is a 50-year journey to figure out exactly who I am, and 20 years of teaching to know for sure who I am. So I had to run my classroom like this. Everything clear, everything labeled, everything available so that I could create. Now, some people, they're not visual learners. They know what's in every drawer and they know where everything is. Not me. And I was very frustrated as a young person until I had my own space in which I could label, clear, I can see everything. So that's how I store my fabric. I had a lot more, but moving from country to a different country has really shrunk not that I'm not making every single effort to fill it back up. I hope that was informative, or at least helpful. Not everybody's a visual learner. Some people can really put everything in cardboard boxes or hang them in closets or something and be fine. I just don't happen to be one of those people. I have to see everything. Now, let's talk about what I've been getting up to this week. Let me see. First things first. I have this skirt. I'm going to show you up here, that 3-tiered skirt. And the first thing I wanted to work on this week was Simplicity 8658, which you know is my favorite hacking pattern. I use it when I want. It's a great scrap buster. You can fit all kinds of, you can color block it. You can make it with long sleeve, short sleeve, and y'all have heard it before. Anyway, but you can use it to clean up fabric that you have, because the pieces, you can fit the pieces in different parts of leftover fabric. But in this case, I needed to match this skirt, and so therefore I ordered some fabric from moodfabrics, and it's a double gauze in a watermelon color and a cranberry and a pink color, and I made 2 shirts from it. They're quick sews. They take bias tape in the neckline, not facing. So I made this one, and I made it in the high-low version. I thought I was going to do it in the swallowtail, but it didn't cut it out that way. So that's the fuchsia, and here's the pink. I love this rainbow bias tape. Oops. Oh, that's the front. Okay, so I made those two to go with that. And when I do my August Makes video, I'll put it all together. Yeah, now the next thing I worked on was another Anthea dress by Anna Allen. And here it is right here. Here's the PDF. I've made multiples of the shirts and one other of the dress, but this is another dress. Now in my plans video, I showed everyone this beautiful material that I was going to make a valley dress by Patterns Fantastique. But I saw this belt at Walmart, y'all. You know, that scoop line that I love. And they had this beautiful belt. And I thought, I swear that's the same exact color as my fabric. See how beautiful that is? Now I'm an apple shape, and I have discovered that if I can attach the belt at the front of my garment and suggest a waist, but not have it go all the way around, it gives me a nice silhouette. It makes it seem like I have a waist compared to when I have it on the outside all the way around. So I thought, I have done this with New Look 6544. I think I will insert a couple of them right over here that I love that aspect of it. But I thought, I wonder if I can do this with the Anthea dress. You can. All right, so let me show you. It's this stunning fabric it's a linen blend. It is from Fabric Mart. It is so ethereal and beautiful. I don't think the picture does it justice. Let me go up as close as I can to show you. All right, and I had these beautiful little glass buttons with a brass going around the edge, which was reminiscent of the belt. So it's one of those things where it all came together. So on this dress, I created the little side slits right here. Right here, I made a little opening for the belt. So the belt goes around my back and through the front, and it gives me the illusion of having a small waist, and the back is open and flowy. Once again, when I put out my August Makes, you'll see the whole thing. Now, my next thing that I worked on was McCalls 8145. I did on my last set of makes, I made a black living toile of this to see in this shape right here, to see if I could use these stripes because I had a very unusual fabric and I wanted to see a way to do it. The fabric had scalloped edges. It was a stretch knit. I wanted to see if it was work, and it would work. And it was such a success that then I was ready to go ahead and cut it out and make it in that difficult fabric. And so let me show you how it turned out. It turned out beautifully. I ended up with the scallop at the edge, the scallop on the sleeves, the lines, and the collar. Now let me tell you something. It didn't come together right the first time. I had to do this collar twice. It was a whole mind bender. But I will model this for you in the Makes video and show you the whole thing. Now, the next thing I worked on was this Vogue. It was a dress, but because I had worked on the other pattern of the McCalls shirt, it gave me the idea that even though that the skirt was a bomb, the dress was a bomb. I'm sure it's a beautiful dress for someone else, but it was not. It was too skin tight. It was not appropriate for the Mother of the Bride dress that I needed last year. So it hung up there for the longest time in this luscious fabric from Melanated Fabrics. But then I took the skirt off and added this band like you saw in the McCalls dress. And so now it becomes something that I can actually wear. And it came out really nice. Now, last Friday, I like to sew on Friday night, and last Friday I put in Monk because I like to watch a television show, those old formulaic old-time detective shows, and I set up my apron factory. This is Butterick 5232. There's quite a few left on eBay. I was making this apron with this print. So this is a poinsettia fabric at the top, and then, you know, my Sandra's Helpers by Alexander Henry fabric at the bottom that you can get on fabric.com. But I ended up making, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them for Christmas presents, and I really love how they came out. Another thing I worked on was my Nigerian women's quilt. I finally finished the applique work, and so I just have to attach it to the quilt and start working on the borders. And so I'm so glad for planning, because I think that quilt's been hanging around for a couple of years, like all the other ones that I've finished since I started planning and putting these things on YouTube. All right, I did cut out a few things because I was so tickled with how that McCalls shirt came out. McCalls, what's it called? 8145. I was so tickled with how it came out. I decided to go ahead and try this skirt by So Easy. It has the stripes that go in different directions, and I had enough of that beautiful stretch fabric to make the skirt, so I did cut it out. All right, I'm committed to not crinkling you all, so I cut that one out, and I finally printed out all the rest of the Etta pattern from Merchant and Mills. I had only printed out part 2, so that is why the sleeve was missing. So I printed them out and I finally cut that out. So sometime this weekend or anything, I will start working on that. I have a few things that I'm very excited to sew, and I guess you'll see them next Friday. But other than that, it was a great week. Everything is going well. My dad's doing really well. Matter of fact, I hear him moving around downstairs. I hope you're having a great Friday. And I hope you're getting a chance to make, because it does fill the soul. All right, keep making, and we'll see you next Friday.